Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball. It is the trade deadline. We are live. Trev's here. Jimmy's here. You're going to see the whole Jomboy media roster. And the trade deadline's actually hot. Let's talk ball.
Chase Burns.
Carlos Correa.
That hurts. That's tough, Pop.
Hello and welcome to Talkin Baseball, presented to you by SeatGeek, code Talkin 2025. Go see a whole new team in San Diego. Go see a lot of the contenders. It's happening. We didn't know the wild cards packed. Is anyone going to be able to buy? All these teams are in it. We got a little over an hour left, and the deadline has already had a pretty good billing. It didn't have the top names, but it kind of does now. Like Correa's happening. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Hope you're enjoying baseball. Jom is here. Trev is here. How you doing, Trevor?
I'm doing really well. I'm excited to talk about all this. You know, my Twins at the forefront of the trade deadline is not exactly where I wanted to be at the beginning of the season, but, you know, we'll get into it. I think some of these were good for them. Some of these were not so good for them. And then, as usual, A.J. Preller doing A.J. Preller things. I'm excited to hear you guys talk about Yankeeville and what's going on there, since obviously we are a coastal elitist pod.
Jambino.
For sure. The Twins are getting one prospect back.
For Correa. It's a salary dump.
What are they doing? Why do that now?
Do you want me or you're going to ask me what I think right now off the rip?
Let's get
just to flesh out my question for people wondering what I'm asking. There's no urgency to do a straight salary dump at the deadline unless you think like the amount of teams that you can offer that to or that it can be competitive for. You know, we've seen this before at deadlines. I think Soto, he wasn't a salary dump. You're getting it seems real weird to me. Like the Twins don't need to do this now, do they?
They also should be they had a good roster coming into the year, and they could also still be a good team next year if they kept some of these guys. Carlos Correa being one of them. I don't like this move for them, and I'll cite my reasons now. Number one, he's like the leader in the clubhouse, and I totally believe in having veteran presence there. Now, Byron Buxton still there. You know, he's come out and said, I won't waive my no trade clause. Does that change if the future of this team is just, you know, very young? And I don't think it does for him. I truly believe that he is entrenched in Minnesota and doesn't want to uproot his family. So I think there's that aspect. But yeah, again, like Correa is the guy that shows everyone how to work. We'll talk to the media. We'll talk to Rocco. We'll talk to Falvey. We saw it yesterday with the whole Griffin Jax situation, you know, pitching in a blowout game, and he had to go in there and kind of almost mediate what was going on in there. But to me, it's a salary dump. It's exactly what it is. And I don't think that's where this team should be. I truly do not. I don't like the move. You know, we'll see if the money gets reallocated into somewhere that makes them a better team. But like having a shortstop like that, a guy that's going to pick it for you. I know the offense wasn't there this year, but like that doesn't mean it won't be there next year. This guy's not like a dinosaur. Like he still has good years of baseball ahead of him, or else the Astros wouldn't have made this move. Like I feel like the Astros are like, yeah, we'll take him back. We'll take him back, sure. So like this was the one I don't like. You could talk Duran. Tough to trade him away, but I don't mind the package there. A lot of people are like, oh, why are they doing this? They need the catching depth in the organization, and then you're getting back a young, controllable starter who is, you know, has a lot of upside. Like I'm okay with that. And Bader is a rental, and Coulombe and Stewart I can see as well, but Correa to me is almost like he's like this should be your guy in the clubhouse, and you have your young freaking infield learn from this guy, because that's what it's going to be now. And, you know, part of another reason, and I'll give both sides here, I guess. Brooks Lee, they think is their shortstop of the future. Luke Keeschel, they really believe in. He's going to be like their second baseman of the future. And then Royce Lewis at third. So like, was there a logjam? I don't know. but it's a bunch of young guys now that really are void of a leader in that clubhouse. So it's, to me, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
Yeah, it's interesting with Correa. I mean, Correa's 30 years old. Like we've known Correa for so long. He's 30 years old that in his 86 games he played last year, he was awesome. He has had one of the bigger drop-offs of any player OPS-wise this year. Obviously, there's the weird injury thing that went down with his contract. That is what it is, and I can't commentate on that. I'm closer to Troy Lachowski with the super chat in the chat said, Jake, you look like a beautiful golf ball today.
Yeah, I got some doily vibes going on.
Yeah.
Golf ball?
His shirt, golf ball pattern.
Can't see it. Where's the chat? Because I'd like to see the chat.
Get in there, Trev.
Internet.com.
Al Gore
This
did
is
that,
a salary
Chris.
dump.
Thanks.
This is a pure salary dump.
Yeah.
$100 million salary dump.
I'm just, usually you can chop that around. You
Right.
take your time with it to happen at the deadline. Like, did anyone else even come asking and saying they would do this? Who approached who?
He
That's kinda
wouldn't. He
interesting.
wouldn't approve anyone except for the Astros. He came out and said,
Dude, I love that. Now, Yankees fans are already mad at me for having a reaction saying that I like this move for the Astros and for baseball, but I am a baseball fan as well. And as far as the league goes and drama, put the bad dude back on the team. Like, he was their ego. I hope they're a bunch of villains again. They've been too nice for too long. John Singleton was too nice.
I mean, that Astros Red Sox playoff series is gonna. I was gonna say hit like crack, but I have not, so I don't know. I'm not gonna comment on that.
BJ Novak yourself, huh?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So that's cool for Correa, and he's going back to the Astros. It's just a crazy deal to have happen at the deadline.
I guess so. That him only accepting Houston is very interesting. The drop off the injury stuff, and Trev, you mentioned there's young guys. There's always young guys, and this episode's gonna have a lot of talk about the different prospects and people switching organizations. Trev's got hot takes on Leo DeVries. Just wait. That I don't know. Trev, is there a world where the Twins have a nice offseason and reuse that money? Because I think if we're being honest with the Twins and the TV contract and the stuff we've talked about, we're just assuming this money's kind of out the door and that's it. If they have a big, because this year hasn't felt anything like the year, that if they reuse this money in the offseason, can we look back and be like, okay, that was a fine move for them?
I mean, there's so much money coming off the books. Like, Willi Castro should be traded, I'm assuming, unless they plan on giving him the qualifying offer, but he should be traded. I think he does. He deserves that. The way he's played for them, let him go try to win something right now. I think it's one of those things. Give him the opportunity to be on a playoff team this year. So he's coming off the books, and we'll see if Griffin Jax is still here. But there is a ton of money now coming off, and I'm assuming you reinvested, or do you use that as a pitch for the new ownership that's coming in and say, we wipe the books for you, here it is. I don't exactly know, because this team isn't where the White Sox or the Rockies or those bottom feeder teams are, where they're a couple of years away. This is a team that, maybe I have some bias there, probably, but they did have a really good roster coming into this year. They had a legit chance to make the playoffs and just didn't happen. They didn't need a complete rebuild. So I'm assuming that some of it gets reallocated. Maybe you try to sign Joe Ryan to a deal. I'm on the camp now. They should go try to extend Ryan Jeffers. They need catching help. They went out and got that guy. This is a catcher that can hit, also, a leader in the clubhouse, or can be, if given, told to take that task upon himself, he can be that guy. I don't know, man. It's not a pleasant day in Twins territory. And I've been trying to expand, Jim, I don't know if you know this. I've been trying to expand Twins territory. We've been taking over some states and stuff.
Oh, the Dakotas or?
Dakotas are already there. We got that. So I was going to Idaho, but Harmon Killebrew from there. So we got Idaho.
I think that's Mariners, dog.
No, it's not.
Probably
we got
Cubs.
it. Harmon Killebrew's from there. Alaska was my next frontier. I don't know if Alaska's going to be down now.
No.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't think so. I think we got to talk either the Astros side of things, or I feel like Padres fans have to say, hey, we should be top billing.
Well, there's a couple things here, and Trev, we can't talk about Ryan Jeffers' contract extension for another 4 months, so I'm glad that's out. I would save some Astros because they traded for a couple hitters too. I'd say Padres, or Jim, I don't know how long you're looking to hang, but I know Trev wants to bounce some Yankee questions off of you, so I don't know. Would you rather do Padres or Yanks? Let's go Padres.
Padres have been kind of like the story of the day, and what they've done. And
they just had the most breaking news to them. They just added 2 corner outfielders / DH from the Orioles and the Laureano and Ryan O'Hearn snag, along with a catcher. But the big one was Mason Miller, the Reaper. You can't trade a guy with that many years and that much control. They did. They traded some real prospects, and we'll talk about that side of it. So, Jimbo, I don't know. Do you want to talk Mason Miller, JP Sears? Do you want to talk about their deadline as a whole, or what do you see?
They brought in so many guys.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I just keep hearing Ryan Cohen yell over and over again. Mason Miller, JP Sears, Freddie Fermin. They brought in now Ramon Laureano, laser out there throwing stuff. O'Hearn, ton. I'm not like in the day-to-day of their roster, so I'm interested to see where all those guys fit and all that. But Mason Miller is awesome to have that arm talent for that many years. Look at how many closers are going at the deadline and how many teams always need relievers. To get a guy that has the arm talent that can get him through a bad outing, like he could have like a bad outing and still get people out because he throws fucking crazy hard. He's pitching on a bad mound this year.
I think a lot of people want out of that situation as well, for sure. For the Padres, they needed another outfielder, a left fielder. It's a pair with Merrill and Tatis, and like I said, they got a couple guys they can do that now with. They got a DH and O'Hearn, and they needed catching help. They basically addressed all of their needs. And what's crazy about Preller is like they could also subtract from their team and still be okay. They could say, cease, like, we'll see you later. We got JP Sears now. I think he has 3 years of control left. Suarez, the guy that's an impending free agent at the back end of the bullpen. Did you just find his replacement? Can you go deal him and kind of replenish? Preller has always been that guy that, just kind of, I hate saying that he's one step ahead of everybody else. He just is like not afraid to make moves.
Yeah.
And keep your fan base interested in your team. He can really, really do that with the best of them. And it shows. And it's not just him, but people show up to that fucking park night in, night out because they have an interesting team. It's a great ballpark. But I think the crux of it is people believe in what they're doing there.
Yeah. And, Jim, I know you mentioned some lineup stuff there. Like Freddie Fermin at catcher, their catching situation has been really brutal. The DH spot, Gavin Sheets held it down for a while. He's really been struggling. That's been available. Same with left field. That these guys they're getting are going to be able to play. They're going to be able to do some matchup stuff. And on the other side of it, we'll see what happens here at the buzzer. But, there's Dylan Cease rumors, and those are still happening. You mentioned Suarez, but they brought in JP Sears. They brought in Mason Miller to one of the best bullpens. Like, this team is built for a postseason run, and they were the team that had the Dodgers beat last year. Like, I feel like all the Padres trade stuff away rumors are almost for clicks, which here we are in 2025, and maybe I'll be proved wrong in an hour, but they're going nuts. And someone in the office listed all the prospects Preller traded away, and some of them have turned into major league guys, but also he's traded for major league guys. So what's going on in San Diego is beautiful.
We just got $100 in our super chat. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, I just told Robin Dalt to keep an eye on the super chat because we kind of got to keep it rolling a little bit for now, but we'll do like a super chat catch up in 20 minutes or something. What you looking for, Jimbo?
I need juice.
You need juice? I got you. Trev, do you want to ask Jim some Yank stuff?
Are you guys happy with what's been going on? You already addressed a massive hole with McMahon, and he's been great for you guys. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, that one I'm very happy with. I'm happy with their deadline. I'm soured on the Yanks. I'm happy that they're gotten relievers. Okay. I don't think they can beat good teams.
I saw Bird pitch when I was in Colorado, and some of he's had some bad outings, but his stuff is absolutely filthy.
Well, hold on. Stuff. And with the bullpen, people are like, why are you guys excited about Jake Bird? They just needed arms.
Yeah.
They just needed arms that have like same thing I said with Miller, like stuff that can get you outs. All their bullpen are trick pitchers. They're all like Leiter throws 2 pitches that register in the 70s. So he's tricking you. He's not just fucking blowing you away like a reliever should. Devin Williams, either the changeup, the airbender is there or not. It's a pitch no one else throws. Fernando Cruz, it's a splitter. It's a forkball that if he's got it, it's on it. If it not, they're all one-pitch trick pitchers. Tim Hill is a sidewinder that throws it from the ground. He throws one pitch over and over and over and over and over again. So their top bullpens are not flamethrowers. So I've been desperate to get a guy that can throw upper 90s out of the pen, which you're supposed to have. So Bednar fits that bill. And then Bird's got good stuff. But the way they're playing right now, they're just killing every reliever because they have no bullpen. So Bednar's the good one. Jake Bird's great. I hope he doesn't, not hope, that's rude. He doesn't need to be a playoff reliever for this to be a necessary move to keep the Yankees in contention.
He can be. Like, I don't know if it's a sweeper or a slide or whatever the hell he calls it is. It's one of those pitches that you're like, oh shit.
But it doesn't need to. He doesn't need to be for it to be a successful trade. Okay. Like if someone in 3 months is like, you didn't even make the postseason, he's like, I don't care. He 8 innings along the way, which allowed our top 3 guys to rest and not be dead.
And even if it's not this year, he has years of control. That the Yankees deserve some credit in what they've been able to tap into, and some guys in the bullpen. For anyone that doesn't know, Trev mentioned it on the way through. Ryan McMahon is now their third baseman. That was a couple days ago, and he has played great defense, and the at-bats have been major league, which Yankees haven't seen that from a third baseman basically since A-Rod. David Bednar was kind of the big one that Yankee fans needed today. They needed another high-leverage reliever. There's a good chance he gets the closer role, like Devin Williams hasn't really been the Devin Williams from his baseball card this year. Very interested to see how the Yankees juggle that with Luke Weaver having taken the role earlier in the year, and he just looked great the other night. That could be another. These Yankees, the brand of baseball is sometimes straight up horrific. Like, don't show the kids. But these Yankees are, entertainment-wise, what you might see on a given night is out of control. But they have made some nice ads, and supposedly they're still in the pitching market. We will see.
And their game is going to resume in 20 minutes.
No way.
Yep. 5:20 start time for the
first
Yankees.
passing.
The Padres have acquired infielder Will Wagner from the Toronto Blue Jays in exchange for catcher Brandon Valenzuela.
I liked him too. Why not?
Well, I like what the Jays got going on up there. I almost don't want them to do any moves.
Right?
Like their MO has been these guys at the bottom of the lineup turning it over. Will Wagner's been a part of that. I don't know if it's a roster crunch situation. But, I mean, I don't know. I guess there's not a huge track record there, but he's had some really nice moments for them. I don't like messing up clubhouse mojo, man. When things are going good, you kind of just keep it rolling.
Who did they get back?
I think like a prospect catcher. I think it was.
Is someone coming back from the IL, or are they going to promote someone? Like, he's been starting almost every,
Yeah, he's been playing
4 out of 5.
I mean, it could be alluding to another trade coming up. He's been playing third base and first base for them. I don't know Andres Jimenez's
and it breaks up the boy
timeline.
band of legacy players. We just need more of those in Toronto. Yeah.
That is messed up. But maybe this is a new Toronto. the Toronto team I watched play last week or 2 weeks ago, that is a different team than I've seen. And I was just about to say Toronto's had a quiet deadline. They did add Shane Bieber. Like, I know it's an interesting case because he hasn't pitched in the big.
Weird move, Jake. The guy hasn't even pitched in the big leagues yet. He's had 3 nice AAA rehab starts where he struck out some people. But he has a player option next year.
Right.
That was one of the all-time weird deals the Guardians gave him. They gave him $10 million to rehab with them, and then gave him a player option. Usually it goes, you get a team option after that. Take the guaranteed money with the buyout, but he has a player option at the end of this year. So if he goes out there and twirls the pill for them and is like decent, he's going to say peace out.
I think he's going to, because look at the price tag that a lot of starting pitchers can get. And yeah, it was interesting to see the Blue Jays tap into. We saw the Guardians, Chris Rose's Guardians did it last year. Traded for Alex Cobb, who had been out, Matthew Boyd, and both of them contributed to the playoffs. But you're walking a tight rope there, because if one thing goes wrong, it's kind of Jover. But at the same time, Jim, you mentioned this, like Toronto has all these veteran right-handed pitchers who maybe aren't at the peak of their powers, although Gossman's turned it on the past couple weeks, but they're guys that have been through wars.
Lauer's been great for them. They kind of have a pitching staff already. I don't really understand that move. And maybe Blue Jays fans, if we got in the chat, could like explain it to me, because you really already have, Max Scherzer's back. Like, you have like 5 starters that are like, guys that have, a track record, and you bring in Bieber, who is
the Blue Jays
such
gonna
a
get
weird thing.
Are the Padres gonna flip Wagner in a cease trade to another team? What is this trade? This trade feels like Preller's got a room full of 5 assistant GMs, and he says all 5 of you better make at least one trade before this clock ticks. And one guy was sweating in the background, just like, oh my God.
I can get Will Wagner.
I got Will Wagner.
It might be a
Preller's
precursor.
like, all right, you flip Wagner. What is this trade?
I think the Padres going for it is awesome and like good for the game. I don't know. There's just something about having a GM that's like wheeling and dealing.
Because every team can do this.
This deadline's been awesome.
Every team can do this. You need an owner willing to spend and a GM willing to trade, which should be the most basic requirements to the 2 positions.
Someone just put Alek Manoah's coming back.
I think he's
okay.
Yeah.
Has he been dealing in AAA?
He shaved his beard, lost some weight, looks like a different cat.
Remember, he was going to win the Cy Young.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
The Blue Jays, I think, just opened up a spot on the 40-man for someone else.
This feels that way a little bit.
Yeah. Because he was their starting third baseman. At least versus righties or lefties.
He played third base 3 of the last 4 games.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimenez is supposed to come back at some point, so you move Clement to third.
Jimmy, can I just ask
that
you
all it
one
is then?
non-trade related?
Yeah.
Did you see the Eric Lauer fat lip thing where you blame Max Scherzer?
Yes.
Did you fall for it at all?
No. I immediately watched it and then was like, well, that can't be the only thing here. So then I went to I didn't get right away like, oh, he's joking. But I thought there might be context out there that you needed to know to understand what he was doing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Everyone was saying, yeah, he must be joking. And everyone was like, right? You're joking, right? And then obviously he was. He had a little
But has it come out why he got the fat lip?
Yeah, he had like a cyst in his lip that he got removed. So he just was messing around. But a great job.
Scherzer should have been a good teammate and been like, yes, I punched him.
What if Scherzer was like, actually, I hate that you included me in that bit, and punched the other side of his lip? That would have been fun.
Scherzer's reaction to finding out he
just punched.
Oh, yeah, funny.
Not yet, pal.
Yeah, so that answers it. I knew that wasn't real, but I thought I was missing context that the rest of the world had, so I went to trying to find it. Found out there was no other context. And I was like, oh, okay, what's going on here?
Well, no.
Is there a team that hasn't made a move that should? I feel like, what have the Rangers done? What am I missing here?
They got your guy Danny Kalum. We're gonna.
Okay, that's right. My bet on that.
Teams that need to make a move, even though we've missed a lot of transactions, is brought to you by Nutrafol. Maybe that's the move you need to make, people. Take care of your hair. Nutrafol. You've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, that actually works. We did too until they sent us some Nutrafol. They sent Trev some, they sent us some. And yeah, here's what I'd say to a lot of the young men listening. Get ahead of it. Because either way, thicker, stronger hair is what you want. Less shedding in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. And for a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code TALKBASE. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code TALKBASE. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code TALKBASE. It said to spell it out. I almost just said it again.
Awesome.
Oh.
The Dodgers have acquired Alex Call from the Washington Nationals.
Wow.
Whoa.
You weren't joking. Why? Okay.
They traded
Correa, I guess I didn't even really think about this. I'm just reading my Twitter here. He's going to play third base.
Yeah.
Paredes is out. Pena is there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's going to be some nice
I
moments.
didn't even think about
Alex
that.
called Outman? They traded Outman?
They traded
so
out.
Now Alex Call is just
depth.
He's the new Outman?
I would guess so.
Fourth outfielder on the roster, quadruple A.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does he have options? He's got 2 options. Yeah, I think that's
James Outman ruined the Twins season by robbing Carlos Correa's go-ahead home run, and now he's a Twin.
Look at that.
How about that?
This report says one Twins player said no one wants to be here if they're going to sell like this. Well, maybe you guys collectively should have played better. No, obviously it sucks.
That's baseball a little bit. Do we want to should we go through, bang out some transactions, or do we want to find teams that we need to get more in the mix?
Well, Cubs people in the chat said Cubs need to do more. They have,
okay.
Even on our list, we even have a Cubs acquisition.
Well, it's
Andrew Kittredge, and they got Soroka.
Okay. Those are 2. Again, I think Mike Soroka should go in the bullpen. I think they might use him for a start or 2, but his relief pitching numbers are amazing. Kittredge has been a guy in Major League bullpens that's nice. I could see them wanting more, but I don't know. The Cubs are good. Like, the only position open is third base, and Matt Shaw has been doing really well lately. But they'd like to walk away with saying they got a Sandy or something, but again, when you get into Sandy, it's a tricky area because his last 2 starts have been good. Everything else bad.
Brewers have done nothing, but I don't think they should. I don't know.
Best team.
What they want. You know who would have been great for them is Key Brian Hayes. Like, that fits their mold as well.
They have 3 of them.
We could go into that move because I think that's awesome for the Reds. I think that's a buy low on a guy who's making $9 million a year for the next 3 years, I believe it is. You're getting arguably the best defensive player in baseball.
Though.
Excuse me?
That's so much more than $500,000, which is what they're paying Caleb Durbin to be just a stud.
750 is now the league minimum.
Okay.
It's good. But there you go. $9 million for a guy that's going to give you that value defensively and get out of one of the worst hitting parks for a right-handed hitter. And all he needs to do is put the ball in the air more. I think the Reds could tap into that. I'm in for that. I think there's a lot of teams that could have made that trade and benefited from it.
$750,000 is the minimum salary.
Yes. They upped it.
Do you know how much they sell the billboards on the outfield wall for?
I do not.
At certain stadiums, they go for $1 million a year. Isn't that crazy? Jason Dominguez making $750K. The 3 pieces of art behind him bringing in triple a salary. Crazy sport.
Best advertisement in baseball.
Ooh.
The Orioles right field. Mike Trout has a Southwest was there when Mike Trout went and robbed one. That's like a famous picture. And Cedric Mullins just did it. I forget who it is. Like T. Rowe Price or something like that.
Worst advertisement in baseball. The green screen for Padres home feed. You can't see the ball.
Did you say Angel center field?
No.
Oh, that one's worse. That one's bad too.
Well, there's one that affects the very product, and it's the Padres green screen. It's crazy. You just lose the ball.
Yeah.
I always like
a lot of teams have that one behind the plate, right?
Yeah, but not all of them are so poorly done.
I always like the Sitco sign at Fenway. I don't know if that's still, but that was always cool. Seeing a ball sail into the night. And, yeah.
Did this turn into talking advertisements? Because the 76 ball in the center field in Dodger Stadium is pretty iconic.
Yeah. That's not bad. How about that? Advertisement, business, and baseball. Welcome to Sports Money. Hey, let's rip through deals. I think some of the big Eugenio to the Mariners. That was like the guy at the deadline that everyone was like, "Yo, it's 55 homers in a calendar year. He's on pace for 50 this year." I know Dalton, resident Diamondbacks fan, didn't love the return. People were wondering for the true rental, what could it really turn into? The number one guy, Seattle's number 9 prospect, and a handful of other guys. Prospect rankings are all BS. Prospects themselves are all BS. Anyways, like guys have helium, quote unquote. That means they're fast risers. You can use that. I stole that from Foolish Bailey. Eugenio Suarez goes to the Mariners. They take both D-backs corner infielders. The Mariners are all in. And actually, Jimbo, I'll kick to you because you're very happy for Seattle.
Yeah, I am. They're acquiring guys. Hopefully they try to re-sign some. And they didn't, shed anyone. The last time I feel like they did this, they also Toro, and then they sent their closer away at the same time. And it was like, what? I thought we were going to get better, not stay the same in a different way.
To our division rival.
Yeah. So, that is awesome for Mariners fans.
I do think that, and I said this morning with Chris, Baseball Today. Go check that out. Like and subscribe, JM Baseball.
Oh.
Cal Raleigh having this MVP type year, I think forces the hand up there a little bit. He's the guy after 2023 that called out the organization. Now he's become a superstar in baseball, and it's not fair to we've always put the onus on the offense in Seattle for reasons that they can't kind of get over the hump. Their offense has been fine this year. A lot of it buoyed by him. But yeah, bringing in 2 corner guys in Suarez and Naylor is awesome. Guys that can hit homers. And really, Chris, he challenged me. He said, name a better starting top 7 lineup in baseball. And I did. I gave him a couple. But it's but to go from hey,
and
this
the
team,
Mariners,
they're pretty good, Jimmy, up and down the lineup. It's
but
not
Rose
a
had them
bad
the best
take,
top 7.
You could say, the Dodgers still have that. I think you can
he was Chris Rosing.
Chris Rosing. But putting those, what I'm saying is putting now the Mariners, we're putting them almost on tier with those offenses. That's a far cry from what we've seen. And I think it's awesome for Mariners fans. This is exactly what they've been waiting for. And they, it's been hope, and then just despair. Kind of like a Lord of the Rings movie a little bit there. But now they have a lineup, and albeit a rental lineup, but they have a lineup that can go far into the postseason and feel really good about themselves. It's gonna be they're very impressive. I still feel like they have this stink to them, and they are they're barely in the playoffs right now, so they have to make the playoffs. I feel like there's still a stink to that team, but I think they're. I don't know. I'm hesitant to call them underrated, but they might be.
That Cal, Randy, Naylor, Suarez, 3 through 6. Again, I've been tough on Julio because the first halves have been not good. So if he gives them the second half and he turns into Julio again, I think that gets a lot more merit. But I think if you compare this to previous Mariners teams, we're in a different area code that.
Canzone has been really good for them. I don't think he gets enough credit. He's been really good for him. Polanco is going to give you a really good at bat. JP, interesting year, on base percentages there. A lot of people want him out of the leadoff spot, but I don't know. I mean, he's a fine player. They do that. It's all coming together for them. I don't think have they added bullpen?
They added Caleb Ferguson.
Okay.
Who actually, Yankee fans have a bad taste in their mouth. Seeing him this year, I think he added a slider, which was weird that when he was on the Yankees, he just threw 2 fastballs. That he's been something this year. And Seattle's been strong pitching-wise, and if they make the dance, they can kick one of those starters to the bullpen and change their formula that way a little bit. Hey, I realize this puts us in a weird spot. Is the team that everyone's looking to do something bigger the Boston Red Sox?
I don't know what they were supposed to do.
Right.
Because more of the talk was them about trading guys leading up to it. But they're in the wild card.
Right.
Injuries help that. They're not doing that anymore. Like they had this log jam, and they've kind of now with Marcelo Meyer out, they've been able to create space, I guess. Even though you'd really want Rafael still to be in center field, like the fact that he can come in and play shortstop for you or the infield, depending on where you need him, is huge. I think they still, they could still add pitching. It's like everybody else. Like they still need pitching.
And they already traded Devers. They made their move.
It's true. That's true. I guess we probably should have talked Mets Phillies by now. Mets added 3 new bullpen guys. And then they just went tit for tat with the Phillies for a little bit. Phillies bring in Duran and Bader. Who could have seen that coming? Trevor Plouffe killing the trade draft this year. Proud of you.
You guys all did really well.
And
except for Jolly.
And Jolly was there.
And
then the Mets went back and forth as they got Helsley and Cedric Mullins. If we were MLB Network, I'd say who did better. I don't know. I think where we stand with baseball, which sometimes this blows people's mind, but I mean, Mets Phillies games the rest of the season and potentially the postseason as electric as it can get.
Bob, will you look up head-to-head between those teams? I think that's going to be important. Obviously, only one of those teams can win the division, and it's such an advantage to not have to play in that wild card series. I mean, I think that's why we're seeing this back and forth. And if you're the Phillies, you got Dave Dombrowski and a cool owner that's like willing to make things happen. And then if you're the Mets, I don't think we talk about this enough anymore. They still have Steve Cohen, who's like doesn't care. He will add payroll. It doesn't matter to him. And I think that we forgot that is a cheat code in itself. To have a guy that's just like, yeah, is this gonna make our team better? Go get him. Is this gonna make our team better? Go get him. Oh, we want that prospect? Sure, we'll pay down a salary. Like we've kind of stopped talking about that. But it's times like this when they can go out and get these guys. And now they have, 6 high leverage arms out there in the bullpen that can shorten games. The starting pitching has been good. I don't think great, but they've had some real standout guys there. So they can shorten games. If their pitching kind of shows up, they won't have to do that. They have a formidable offense, and now they've plugged a hole in center field as well. So it's become, Phillies Mets is going to be something else, man.
They got 7 games to go. Mets are leading right now 4-2.
Okay. Who knows if that comes into play or not? But the Mets are what in the division now?
Mets are half game up. I mean, we're there.
That's a race that's going to be awesome. I hope the NL West comes down to it as well. Like that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Imagine a roster in the Dodgers that we said maybe is, at least I said this. I won't put words in your guys' mouth.
Thank you.
Don't. I see. I already know where you're going with that. Don't.
What are you talking about?
We said the Dodgers. I said, the Dodgers might have assembled one of the best rosters ever. And preseason, I think that wasn't like a crazy take. But now to like see them kind of go through injuries and struggle, and San Diego trying to slay the dragon, if you will, should be fun.
Jake was calling the Dodgers rotation fugazi.
Yeah.
Fake news.
He ruined baseball. I'm not watching baseball this year. The Dodgers ruined it for me. It's like, dude, it's a prime. The game doesn't need a cap because of what's happening right now.
Well, I mean, the Dodgers went off after every injury-prone pitcher available.
Yeah, they did it to themselves.
Yeah, they kind of went that way. The Phillies, they like guys that pitch.
We know you like their rotation. James, did you see?
I do, but same with the Mets. Like the Mets didn't get more starting pitching. The Mets starting pitching is not a rotation that's going to win you the long series in the postseason. They rarely go 6 innings as a staff. And then if you get and they can get deep. I'm not saying like they're like not going to make, obviously they're a good team, but if you go to a 7-game series and a long CS and then the World Series, which is still a win and great, like they need some help innings where these guys got to start stepping it up the second half. Like Peterson goes 6 innings. Other than that, I don't think they have guys that go 6 innings.
Senga can.
Yeah, but it's two different things.
He hasn't in his last 4 starts.
Yeah. It's not saying his strength, but he's lights out. Like if you're gonna do that, you need to be nails, and if he can do that in postseason, and you add to the bullpen, and we saw the Dodgers get 2 and win the World Series. Leading up, they only had 1.5 starters to start the postseason, and then guys got healthier as it went.
And had big games.
And you gotta have big games.
The Yankees blew it.
And that's where
James, when you have time, go look at Blake Snell's rehab start. It's the funniest thing you're ever going to see. These AAA guys are just like, what the fuck?
Like, watch the video of it or just look at the line?
Yeah, there's just like a clip of him striking everybody out. It's like really
some of
funny.
Like Snell embarrasses major leaguers. He laid the wood. And that's where, for the Dodgers, hey, they're 3 games up on the Padres, and the Padres are doing. Rob had them ready. Look at that.
Oh, this is a new start, I think.
Oh, wow. Is this AAA, AA?
I think this is OKC.
I believe it's AAA. I think this is a new start because the other start, he was just bouncing curveballs in the dirt.
Look at that kid.
They were swinging at pitches that were going 45 feet, dude.
These are just
looks like now he's just blowing guys away with his heater.
That's where, we can do some Dodger critical stuff. They're winning their division, and when Snell comes back, which I think they're supposed to activate him in 2 days, their rotation is going to be Yamamoto, Glasnow, Kershaw, Ohtani, Snell. So like, they're going to land the plane on this one, and I have them as my buzzer team. Like I think Rob's got the timer. We're sneaking up on 30 minutes left of the trade deadline. Like, I think they're going to drop a Steven Kwan or just something silly on us, just because they're in it. Like everything you said about Cohen, like I know if they're going to treat the off seasons as we can add whatever and whoever we want, why wouldn't they? I mean, again, they have a very good roster, but why wouldn't they treat the deadline that way?
Wait, I didn't. I was looking something up. Are you talking to me?
No, you did great. You did great.
I was looking at the Tigers editions.
And that brings us to our next read. Who do we got, Bobby? We've got DraftKings, our friends at the DraftKings Sportsbook. This summer is brought to you by DraftKings. And by the way, the lines are going to change. You got new teams. If you've never bet on baseball before, easy to do. Pick a guy to hit a homer. Boom. Pick your team to win the game. Boom. What do you like seeing? Jim, you like the live game stuff sometimes.
When I'm at the stadium, for sure.
I've seen it. I've seen that. And if you're a first-timer, new to DraftKings, bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code JMBaseball. That's code JMBaseball for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Awesome.
Okay. All right.
The Texas Rangers are acquiring right-hander Merrill Kelly from the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Oh, wow. Okay. Snakes went quiet for a little bit today. He fits that team.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Dude, Merrill Kelly and Kaloum. That's who I wanted on the Yanks. That's a nice... Those are 2 good pitchers.
Rangers are just snake in the grass, man, ready to go. And they've kind of been going already. But still, I think that their best baseball is ahead of them this year, like where they're going to rip off one of those runs. I think I had Merrill Kelly on the draft board too. Go me.
Oh, go me.
I haven't gone to San Diego though.
The best pitching staff in baseball added a reliever with an ERA in the 1s, one of the few lefty relievers available, and Merrill Kelly, who's had a 3.3 ERA this year, has postseason experience.
Yeah, I mean, we can go into those, and I can speak to Kaloum because I've seen him quite a bit.
The West is going to be fun.
The AL is so shallow.
Kaloum, big, like more movement on his pitches than on all of his pitches than like average. If you go look at his Savant page, the box on the right gives you like kind of where everybody's ball usually ends up on that pitch, and he's just got extra movement. Like the depth on his sweeper is crazy. The depth on his curveball is crazy. Just like a real weird at bat for guys, especially against lefties. So I think everybody needs like a lefty like that.
The playoffs are set.
Jimmy, I'm going to give you 5 to 25 minutes. Because what have you just stumbled into?
I haven't been obviously on Talking Baseball, so I've just been more of a Yankees fan than a fan of the league. So I haven't been tuned in that much. I didn't realize like the playoffs are set. Reds fans are going to be upset with me. Otherwise, Cubs, Phillies, Padres, Mets, Dodgers, Brewers. That's your NL playoff. That's your 6.
NL is close.
Reds might do something. Otherwise, it's pretty much set.
Yeah. NL is close.
And the AL, the Guardians are trading people away.
It's not set. I mean, there's seeding. There's all those different things.
Yeah. I just mean as
teams
making it.
No. And this week, the Padres just went on a 5-game win streak to kind of separate
Cardinals
that
haven't traded anybody either. Like, they're standing pat. They think they can get back into it.
They traded Helsley. They're gonna. They might
do.
Do.
Biggest trade
And
piece.
then Guardians are the team on the outs in the AL, and they're offering.
Well, there's a tie in the wild card. Too,
I know,
so.
but still, so there's one. It's Rangers, Mariners, Red Sox, Yankees. One of those teams isn't going to make it.
Yeah. Or if someone can catch Houston, Toronto. But yeah, we'll see. The Rays had a horrific stretch that took them out of it. Same with the Guardians and
was
the Royals.
Was that their summer on the road?
Yeah.
Was it all the can the Rays look at scheduling and be like, well, that was fans do not like hearing this.
Right.
And I'm a fan.
He a fan.
But Trev, you can gauge for this. The more we talk to players and teams, we learn how much like the schedule really dictates the vibe and the mood and like the players more than anything. Like spending 2 months on the road.
That's different. I mean, usually schedule doesn't mean, I don't think means anything.
The Yankees have been upset because in the first half, every time they arrived for a Friday game, most times the team that they're playing had the Thursday off, and they had a night game on Thursday. And they were like, we're showing up.
Yeah, there's a lot of those things, whose travel's worse, is it the Seattle has the travel bug and they have to travel so far, Central's got it good. But for the most part, I don't think it matters too much. I mean, they do a pretty good job there. Tampa's schedule is obviously, natural disaster dependent. So they had to figure that out. I do think that does affect, how they play. I mean, those two teams, Tampa and the A's, playing in those stadiums. I don't know. I haven't heard as much about George Steinbrenner.
BBD just walked in.
Peraza to the Angels.
Our Peraza?
According to Jack Curry.
Talking baseball doesn't need that.
Why?
BBD just ran in here for that?
Yeah. Well, he's recording Talkin Yanks content, so that's part of that. But that makes sense. Oswald Peraza to the Angels. Angels competing, passing.
According to John Heyman, Willi Castro to the Cubs.
I love that for them.
Look at that. Okay.
Love that for Willie.
A little versatility, a third base option if they need it.
He plays anywhere, dude. And he's like actually good. Like he can play defense anywhere. I've seen him make great catches in the outfield. He can play third base. He can steal bags.
Great guy to have on a winning team.
He's awesome, dude. Like he's never satisfied. Like he'll have a great game, and I'll be like, "Hey, Willie, I try to pump guys up. I'm like, you're the man, and then he just be like, "Yeah, thanks, Poppy. Like got another game today, like he doesn't care."
Right. Jim, you got an interesting face again.
Yeah, he does.
No,
not a poker face guy.
It's it's Peraza, like Peraza.
It's a Peraza face.
What the who?
Right.
What is that?
What is that?
Why are the Angels taking him? He's the worst offensive player in the history of the sport, per the stats.
The Angels are, Angels fans. Don't know if we got any in the chat. What the fuck is going on,
boy.
Dude? That's like a old favor being returned.
Ooh, interesting.
The Yankees just gonna call Escara back up. Give me Taylor Walls right now. They're gonna call Squid back up.
Judge healthy.
Oh, Jimmy, let me ask you this while I got you.
Yeah.
It's hypothetical.
Okay.
Judge, elbow, not the same, whatever. Something happens, maybe a little bit more significant than we think.
Yeah.
Just hypothetically, gave a whole offseason to play first base. You think he could do it?
Love to find out.
Would you like that?
Yeah.
I think so too, right? Doesn't like kind of like open it up out there?
Nice maturation, and it would help the Yankees evolve.
Volpe might melt.
If Judge could figure out first base for 3 to 5 years, that changes the Yankees' dynamics.
I think if he gets the surgery, like we hit the Harper button.
Yeah.
And he comes back early and learns how to pick it.
I love that's going to be called the Harper from now on.
It's kind of cool.
It is cool.
Dude,
Shout out Nate Steele, our resident
and
Angels fan in the chat, moderator.
And
Love
Swilly.
you, Nate.
Well, shout out
He's the
Swilly as
best.
well.
Harper
Swilly's
and
my
Ohtani like ruined people's perception of Tommy John. Because my Twitter was like, it's 6 months return. I'm like, no, it's not. Unless you're going to go play first base or DH. There's 2 people in the history that have returned earlier than 10 months, position player-wise.
Legendary players.
Yeah, that's
two absolute
that made
legends.
like crazy, like game-altering like positions.
Is that still on the table for him?
Tommy John?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Flexor strain.
Oh, really?
Flexor strain leads to Tommy John like 50% of the time.
I'd love to see it at first base. Think about being a shortstop and looking over there at that giant of a human and just being like, I have so much room for air.
Good target. I like that.
Yeah, throw it high.
I mean, the best target.
Literally the biggest target.
Can he get low?
That would be tough. Yeah, no bounce passes the Judge. He didn't like that. Throw it high.
Currently an issue. If I'm being honest. Bounce passes are currently an issue.
Well, bounce pass would be appreciated. Yips
Sure.
are the issue.
What do we got? What do we got, guys? This is getting down to the wire. Who has not been dealt?
Yanks are playing. I'm going to go get my drink. So
Go check out. Get your energy
guys check
drink.
everything else out.
Come in for some final reactions.
Why did the Angels say, yeah, we'll take Peraza?
Well, I think the real conversation is Yankees obviously ruined him, but they're probably about to trade like Luis Rengifo. Are they going to find someone to take?
30 minutes to go. I don't know. And yeah, the Yankees and Peraza, they don't like each other, so I'm fine that he's gone. They need a backup shortstop now.
Yeah.
Or they just call a Scar backup. But that's stupid.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jomboy, Jimmy O'Brien.
Congrats to the Padres and the Mariners and the Astros.
Okay.
I think those are the 3 winners.
Those are the 3 current winners, you think?
Mets fans would be upset with
Yeah.
me, but I don't like their rotation at all. In a long postseason, I should say.
Just want everyone. Jimmy was not on the screen for that. That was Jimmy O'Brien.
That's
Red Sox making a late effort to acquire Joe Ryan. I have said that I'll quit my broadcasting job if that happens.
You don't mean it.
I might take that statement back because I really like calling games.
1,000% won't do that.
I really like calling games. I really like Joe Ryan. That'd be crazy, man.
They would have to get a hell of a pack. Well, I say that, and the Red Sox, what have we talked about for years? That they have this prospect surplus that they turned it into Crochet, turn it into Joe Ryan. This is clearly not Yankee Jake talking. Yankee Jake says, Red Sox, hold on to your prospects. Don't trade them for Joe Ryan, who has an ERA in the 2s, and you need more pitching. But like, Trev, I'll be madder than you if your Twins trade Joe Ryan to the Red Sox.
Yes. I mean, that doesn't make any sense, like whatsoever. You're talking if you trade him away, you're entering like full rebuild territory.
Correct.
Like I know this, if there's one like farm system that I have an inkling on and care about, it's the Twins, because I kind of have to know it. Like they don't exactly have like these pitchers come up the pipeline. You could talk about Zebby Matthews. You could talk about the Slim Reaper, David Festa, Pablo, coming back from an injury. But Joe Ryan, you have a bona fide all-star, a guy that like, I don't know, man.
You want your prospect to turn into Joe Ryan with the 2.5 years of control left, or whatever.
Are people saying it happened? Are people saying this freaking happened? Because they keep saying it in the chat, and I don't like it.
Easy. Sometimes the chat monster will get you, Trev. Let's actually, speaking of, Dalton flinched. He's showing Bob something. He's going for the passing button. Passing.
According to Fox Sports, Joe Ryan has been traded to the Boston Red Sox.
God damn. Trev's unemployed. The Yanks are screwed. That's... God damn. It's almost like we scripted it. I was just about to check in with the Super Chats. Instead, the Boston Red Sox get Joe Ryan. The Red Sox are a problem. Oh, my God. Crochet, Giolito, Bayo, Bueller, Joe Ryan from the Twins. Nothing on the prospects yet, I'm assuming. Trev, it better be some names I know, dude. It better be some names I know. That's crazy.
I mean, this is unbelievable. Like, I'm probably going to get myself in trouble. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Trev.
Where is the direction? Like, where are we going as a franchise right now? You can't tell me it's up.
Trev, this is a full reset.
You can't tell me we're standing pat, so there's only one other option.
Yes. Uh-oh. Wait, Fox Sports deleted it.
Fox Sports deleted their graphic.
Okay.
God,
okay.
I'm
Let's
back.
go. Let's go.
Are they messing with me?
No, this is great. I mean,
Fox
it's MLB
Sports.
Fox Sports had a graphic up.
Via
and-
Morosi.
Was it Fox
Via
Sports? Did you guys
No.
just get
No.
It was John Morosi, who I've
was John
recently
Morosi.
complimented
John
his
Morosi,
looks.
you were out. Like, do I follow
I don't
him?
know. I think
If I follow John Morosi, I'm unfollowing live right now. Let's see. John
that's tough.
Moro.
See.
No, he follows me, and I don't follow back
So,
already.
Wow.
He never officially said it,
But then,
but MLB Fox ran with this because he put late effort trying to acquire Joe Ryan.
Okay, I take it back, John.
Just look straight ahead.
I know.
that's a Fox Sports.
Wow. That was as good of fake drama as we get.
That was my heart sank to the fucking floor.
Hey, we got about 20 minutes left. Hey, do you have the super chat, or how can I dig? I thought I saw something in the sheet. If I can dig through some of the super chats again, you guys who
I'm starting out WP for the $99.99. Where does this money go?
Hundo Bills.
Don't worry about it, Trev.
Yeah, that is.
It's this money. Can we donate it?
Oh, and they said the Braves are dead. We have been a bright spot for his season.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
you guys. Thank you. Yeah, the Braves deadline hasn't been what fans thought it was going to be before the year for sure. They did get Cookie Carrasco getting the start tonight for them. Rafael
Love that.
Montero to the Tigers. Wow, that was close. That was close.
Here's the graphic if you want to see it.
Yeah, let's see the
Oh, they
graphic.
actually did
They
that.
actually did this, yeah.
Trev, you might have to go talk to some people.
Fox isn't that in LA? Should I just march on down there and say you like literally made me almost cry?
Almost
on
cost me
live?
my
We're
career.
live.
Almost cost me my career. My goodness. Yeah, I guess who are some of the players that we are like?
Zach Gallen has not gone anywhere.
Zach Gallen has not gone, and I would argue he doesn't need to go. They traded Merrill Kelly. I don't know what Zach Gallen's
Qualifying offer guy. Right? That's what you're
qualifying
saying?
offer, and he hasn't been great this year. That I don't know if Zach Gallen needs to go. Who else? I'm looking for like that top 50 player list. Do you have an energy drink, Jim? No. Sat down, did not.
Is he back?
He was back. He forgot the whole thing. I guess Mackenzie Gore, everything's gone silent on that. That's the same as Joe Ryan. Jimmy got distracted by Joe Ryan like we did. Dylan, the Padres, are they going to do anything weird at the buzzer here? Stephen Kwan, again, I feel something in myself that someone's going to step up. Because
I would hate that for the Guardians. Why would you
Obviously.
trade Stephen Kwan if you're the Guardians? For what?
But that's exactly what I'm saying. If he's on the table, a smart team is going to get that guy because that guy's really good at baseball. You hope one of your 4 prospects turns into half the player Stephen Kwan is. That I think if they're listening, people might do that. Will either of the Marlins pitchers go? Sandy and Edward Cabrera.
They got a lot down there. Jesus Sanchez went to who?
Houston. Houston had a mini flurry there. People like that guy. Tell us why.
He's
Trev.
like, okay. Everybody, like, relax. What I'm about to say. Okay, just relax. He gives me Yordan Alvarez vibes. Not like he's as good of a hitter as Yordan Alvarez, but he swings the shit out of the bat.
Oh. Tricky.
Like, I think getting around some of those guys could unleash some things.
He's felt like a change of scenery guy for a little bit. They've needed a lefty outfielder. And yeah, he's one of those guys, whenever I bring up his stat page, it feels better than I think it's going to feel. Got called up in 2020, like a 100 career OPS guy. At this point, he's 27 years old. If that plays, that's good. If there's more in there, that's a really good baseball player. Let me see who else. Is there any more Cardinals action coming? The Rays have been a little quiet. They did trade Zach Littell a little bit yesterday. Trev, you were going on the Reds a little bit. I guess I'm interested to see. Key Bryan, I understand your argument for you're getting defense, and if you can tap into anything offensively, that contract becomes a plus instantly. The contract has been a negative. He's been in a negative place. So let's see what happens there. Zach Littell, they traded for an arm, which a lot of people assumed they could potentially trade an arm because they have depth. So you can't have enough pitching depth, so maybe the Reds are just putting some more chips on the table, or they're a team we could hear from again in the next 15 minutes.
Awesome.
Oh God.
According to Ari Alexander, the Athletics are trading Miguel Andujar to the Reds.
Okay. Speak of the devil, and he will appear.
He just had a 2-homer game. They're like, all right, your trade value went up. Boom.
The Andujar trade has finally happened. Baseball internet rejoice. Let's see who else is on this top.
The Giants are such an interesting team to me. You made the first move of this deadline season, and it was probably, if we're really being honest, the biggest move of the season was Rafael Devers and bringing on $200 million in salary in 9 years or whatever the hell it is. And then your team kind of craps out on you. And now what do you do? Like, what do you do?
Awesome. The Royals are acquiring left-hander Bailey Falter from the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I love that they're just
knew he was going.
They're just in it. Yeah, speaking of, like, Charlie Morton's supposed to get traded, right? Adrian Hauser got pulled yesterday to get traded. So there's a couple starting pitchers still available. The Athletics.
15 minutes left?
15 minutes left. There's like 10 minutes after the buzzer that happens. Pencils down. Get ready. And get ready for some Corona as we grind out this deadline. Is there anything? I'm probably going to have a couple tonight. Not in the read. From the moment we all bail on work to enjoy opening day to the deadline, to the last play of the World Series, baseball is the one sport where anything can happen. We are finding out about it today. And for us, there's nothing quite like sharing a Corona, relaxing, enjoying unpredictable moment with friends. So go ahead. Turn the cheap seats into your own private island with some ice-cold Coronas, the official cerveza of Major League Baseball. Crack open a Corona, squeeze in a lime. Squeeze in the lime. Enjoy America's favorite pastime with Mexico's favorite present time. Get yours. Order Corona.com. 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly. Corona Extra Beer imported by Crown Imports. Yeah. Okay.
Joe's got by the Joe Ryan news as well.
Everyone got by the Joe Ryan news. It was Fox.
It wasn't a fake. It wasn't like a fake account. It was like Fox made a mistake. And then Fox tweeted out a graphic about Peraza, dude. What are you doing, MLB on Fox? Peraza getting traded for an 18-year-old and $15 doesn't deserve a graphic.
I don't know if that's graphic necessary. Let's see. Brock Stewart to the Dodgers probably should have got mentioned an hour ago briefly because I think
they
really
saw
good.
him in LA and they're like, we want that guy back.
Did you see that the Astros are? Someone tweeted the Astros are close on Fairbanks.
Oh, no, but that fits, doesn't it?
That would make me mad.
Fairbanks and Brandon Lau. Watch out. Yeah, the Rays have been too quiet. They're definitely going to do something in these final minutes. I was started shouting out the super chats. WP with a hundo spot, almost too much, but thank you. Palmer Sheldon, MT Yanks fan, hit him with the twist. Ronald Pena Soleil, Joe Toscano, Christian Big Cheese Colamos, Jasmine Brianna, Let's Talk Baseball, Jordan Ramirez, your boy Raph, Nick M, and Siggy. You guys are the best. We appreciate you all the way through. Thank you for being with us through the deadline, through the year, and even coming up the dog days of summer. Who's your early, Trev, who's the team you're looking at right now that you're like, are the Padres the going away 1-1 pick right now if we did best deadline?
The Mets did a really, really good job too. I think the Phillies did a really good job. I think those three teams come to the top of my head. I mean, the Mariners too. I mean, I think there's 4 teams that have a case for it. They address like needs. It's kind of what you need to do. Ooh. You're talking about like after this year, then that's a different discussion. But I think as far as this year, there's 4 teams that kind of did it, and those are, to me, those are the 4.
Yeah, Phillies. I mean, Duran. Of the closers that went, I think if you gave me truth serum, Duran's the guy.
2 years control after this, Jake. They could flip Dombrowski could flip him next year.
They won't. Like they no need. Phillies have an argument. I mean, Padres is just so crazy. It's feels like half the roster.
But think about if you're the Padres, you went out and signed these dudes and created like an awesome core. Like, and you have Fernando Tatis Jr. in his prime, right? Manny Machado still doing his thing, obviously not in his prime anymore. You got Jackson Merrill, who is just an absolute stud, kind of out of nowhere. And like, so you have these guys, and that's not to, I didn't even mention everybody else on the roster, but they have like a nice core that you have to push the chips in here. You have to. And they've done that. And you have a GM like Preller, and also the secret backing of, people always talk about it, this like secret owner that they have, like throwing in some cash. Like I like it.
Saw Dalton and Jimmy flinch.
Awesome. The San Diego Padres are
what?
Yeah, Nestor Cortes. They're getting Nestor Cortes from the Brewers.
And
the Red Sox.
Red Sox have gotten Dustin May from the.
That's huge for them. Huge.
His hair in the Red Sox uniform?
Whoa.
No, he's filthy.
From the Rays for Everson Pereira?
Jose Caballero from the Rays for Everson Pereira?
Yeah, Yankees.
That's
the Yankees got your guy, Jimmy?
Huge in its own way. A pest and someone to challenge shortstop.
Goodness, I got my deadline wishes?
The Yankees are
are they listening to our show? They keep doing everything we fucking ask them to do.
They're becoming real, and I tried to say this before. They are some of the best drama on TV. If you're looking to teach your child baseball, don't watch a Yankees game. If you like Love Island, watch the Yankees. It is electric every night, and it just got even more electric.
They got rid of Peraza, and they took Caballero, and they're in the same building right now.
Yes. Caballero, stay with us. How about this from Jack Curry? Wow. Wow, he leads MLB in steals. Let's go. The Yankees have another shortstop option in Caballero. God, the Yankees are fantastic drama. The Red Sox get another starting pitcher. What was the other one in there? The Padres got Nestor.
Yo, Jose Caballero has so many years of control.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Volpe's not a God-given shortstop.
Didn't we say he's going to go and just test for the Yankees this entire year?
This is what they needed to do. I am so excited. The Yankees have never had a deadline that I want them to do. I'm gonna go catch my breath outside. You guys finish.
This is not Yanks.
Jimmy and Joe's
amazing.
Jimmy and Joe's.
Dude, amazing.
You thought there was a chance they did nothing this deadline. The man I saw 2 days ago thought they were doing nothing.
2 relievers and a shortstop, and they did it. Whoa!
Jimmy and Joe's are going to rub bellies for a little bit.
Lock the door. Do not let Jimmy back in here.
We're at 9.6K in the chat.
Lock
Give me 10K.
the door.
Give me 10K in the chat, baby.
You can't react to Jose Caballero like that on this show. Out. Lock the door.
Trevor, you know the pain
Lock the door.
that man has been put through by a certain thing in Yankee land. We don't need to circle on that for now. Go check out.
Carrabba's chatting right now about Joe Ryan.
Whoa, hey, Dustin May for Joe Ryan. Man, the Red Sox add a power playoff arm in Joe. I almost said Joe Ryan, Dustin May. And dude, Nestor's in San Diego. Remember when Nestor was the star of the All-Star game? What is their rotation? Are they going to move Cease? Because right now they have Darvish, Pivetta, Randy Vasquez. Actually, he's been pitching okay. Cease, Sears, and Nestor. So the Padres.
Real quick. Go quick.
Darvish, Pivetta, Vasquez, Cease, Sears, Nestor.
Sears, Nestor. That's a fun name.
They can pitch a little bit. I'm hearing more screams out there. It might just be Jimmy and Joe celebrating Jose Caballero.
Is Joe's here or is he at home?
Joe's is in the building. If you want Joe's, I can bring him, but that's
No.
We are going to lose the last 7.5 minutes of the trade deadline. Oh, my God. Baseball!
This has been hot.
Should we call A-Rod? Joe's can do that, actually. Joe's can do that. Padres get Nestor. Something's up. I have Houston. Maybe this is just Yankee fear. Houston or the Dodgers I have making a big move in the final 7 minutes. I don't know if it's Cease. I don't know if it's Quan. Houston or the Dodgers.
Well, if they traded Dustin May away, they better do something. That team needs pitching in the worst way. And I'm not talking about you can talk about their starters coming back and how all these guys, their bullpen. I mean, I know I saw probably the lowest point of the Dodgers bullpen this year, but it was like Mariana Trench low. That's the deepest point on earth, people.
Yeah.
It was so bad. So if they need, I know Brock Stewart's there, great, but they need something.
Did I see Phil Maton to the Rangers? Oh! he's nice. He's pitched some playoff innings.
Close to acquiring. From Ken Rosenthal.
Dan from LA says the Dodgers are fine, bro. Explain to me. Ooh. I semi agree with you.
Awesome. The Tampa Bay Rays are acquiring Adrian Hauser from the White Sox.
That's so crazy.
Rays love you guys. I hope the Rays get back in it because Jimmy did not include them in his playoff picture.
Sure didn't.
I think the Rays are still in the playoff picture. 3 games out. The Royals are still in the playoff picture. They're 3 games out.
They're still around it. Great Mariana Trench shout out.
My nose is so itchy right now. What's going on?
Your nose is itchy. I think that's good luck.
Is it?
Did I dream that? Why would that be my initial reaction?
All gone now. Like Bewitched. That was cool that she could do that.
Nose itchy, good luck. I'll Google that. As we approach 5 minutes left. Do we have any more reads, Bobo? The best. Okay. Was there Best Western? Okay. Yeah. Best Western or no?
Yes.
Is there a read or is it?
No, it's just the segment.
Oh, Road Warriors. We're all Road Warriors.
Right.
Brought to you by Best Western. We are the Road Warriors. We get it. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at bestwestern.com. Hey, we've got a lot of guys joining new teams. Go stay at a Best Western. That's who it is. 5 minutes left. Itchy nose can be a sign of good luck, according to some old wives' table. So someone told me that. So does that mean the Twins?
I'm going to Chicago soon.
Oh, no. The door wasn't locked. The door wasn't locked. He's looking for his laptop. It's not in.
Okay.
Here. He's looking for his laptop. Oh, he's heading towards the mic.
Oh, I'm good.
He's heading towards the... He's sitting down.
I don't. That was my work. I was working here. I can't believe it.
You don't even have the ears on if he wanted to hear you, Trev. But he's filled with joy. He's filled with joy.
I love a joyous Jim. I
can't believe it.
I just think Jose Caballero's a little overreaction. That's all I'm saying.
Not for what we've seen.
What are you talking about? Have you seen our starting shortstop? He's negative base running value, negative defensive value, and a worse bat than Jose Caballero.
Let's see them send him down first before we get all excited.
They're not going to do that. They're going to start Volpe.
Then what are you? What
and
are
then
you
when he has a
about?
540 when he has a 540 OPS in September for the third year in a row, I'm going to ask Boone on Bantering with Boone, why did you trade for Jose Caballero if you're not going to utilize him? And he's going to say a bunch of bullshit. But
I get the excitement level. If you're going to ask Boone that, love that for us.
They hated Peraza's guts.
Big time.
I just saw a tweet talking about this some guy, I believe it was Jeff Fletcher. Is that the guy that covers the Angels?
He's
saying
involved,
they stunted his potential growth, the Yankees did.
Oh, the Yankees have done that to so many guys.
Yeah, the Yankees.
They stunted but Peraza by telling him he's awful and giving him zero opportunities.
We cannot be focusing on Jose Caballero. I'm sorry, guys. I love you so much.
Leads the AL in steals.
Led the AL in steals last year too.
So I guess no ball. What else is going? The Dodgers are going to do so. I feel it.
Why is my note so itchy?
That's good luck. I think you just stopped Joe Ryan from being traded. I think the Twins front office is watching and they saw how broken you were if that trade went down. You are the shining light in the Minnesota sports world that I think you just stopped that trade.
Why is Dalton texting us?
I don't know.
White Sox will not be trading Luis Robert Jr.
Why are you looking at your phone? Yeah, and they said they're going to pick up that option, which if I'm Luis Robert, I'm just going to keep playing not great baseball and get another $20 million. Don't see the reward prop there. It's 5:58.
Do we see Taylor Rogers to the Cubs? Is this what's going on?
Yep, Taylor Rogers to the Cubs.
Okay.
Nestor Cortes, the Padres for Brandon Lockridge.
E-Lock?
Yeah. And Phil Maton is officially a Ranger.
So that's
the Pirates brought him from the Reds.
Yep.
As that was part of like the trade.
It's like money matching. Yeah.
They knew that was okay.
Two sneaky deadlines that I don't know how I actually feel on them. Detroit and the Texas Rangers. They both just added pitching. Like almost kind of old school deadline style. Detroit, who'd they add? Paul Sewald, Finnegan, and Hoyer, our guy. And now Texas has joined the arms race as they got Kelly, Kalum, and Phil Maton. Pitched playoff innings before. 10K in the chat. Yeah. Let's go.
Woo! Doval from the Giants?
Dope.
The Yankees got Camilo Doval.
What else? Candy jump.
Yeah, they got two back-end relievers. Whoa!
I've seen the kids doing this one.
Whoa!
Yankees back? Yankees back? Padres,
Whoa.
Yankees.
I'm happy for you guys. I'll let you have this one. I'm happy. I'll let you have this one.
Yo, go watch Jake watch Doval pitch in the postseason 2 years ago. You loved him.
It looks like he has an extra. We'll rub bellies with Joe's. Okay, the timer. We've hit the 0 hour. That means nothing.
That means absolutely shit.
I would say 10 minutes is kind of the realistic. Or usually there's one of the trusted beat reporters says like it's over. Let's see what leaks in.
That was a huge deadline. Congrats to the deadline so far.
Congrats to the deadline, dude. As of a week ago, I was debating, are we going to have not a good deadline? Because there's, and the Royals are 4 games out or whatever. Dude, this deadline, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm too close to it. Has this deadline not been fantastic?
Yes, it has. Blue Jays, what is you doing, baby? You got Bieber and got rid of Will Wagner. Are those the moves?
Interesting, Trev. Trev heading towards the confusion part of the deadline.
Yeah, because are they the best team in the AL right now? They're tied with the Tigers?
Yes.
And you got rid of a guy that's been like a glue guy for you, like a performer. And you brought in Bieber, who hasn't pitched in game yet this year. He hasn't pitched since April of last year. Has a player option for next year.
Yeah.
Is the audio off? What's going on?
Yeah. I don't know.
People in chat.
Sometimes people do that to mess with you. Our society's broken. Refresh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to be as harsh on the Bieber thing. Like, if that works out properly, that's a really nice ad. If it doesn't, it's a bad time. But I don't know. They kind of needed a fifth starter that I'm fine with the Bieber move for Toronto. The Wagner one's weirder, but again, I don't know. I saw Jimenez is taking ground balls.
You're fine with that being their deadline?
Well, okay, I don't want Yankee Jake to come out here. They are the best team in the American League. That it's what else are they adding? Oh God, everyone's turning their laptops. Buckle up, Trev. Buckle up, Trev.
Awesome. The Rays are acquiring Griffin Jax.
Why did the Rays just grab 2 pitchers?
Awesome. Charlie Morton to the Tigers.
Wow, kind of love that.
That's such a Tigers
That's
move.
so Tigers.
Let me take in this Rays thing for a second.
Griffin Jax.
He's already filthy. What are they going to do to him? Can't make him more filthy than he is right now.
Just have him be filthy. Why did they grab Hauser and Jax at the end of the deadline? What is that? Wow. Okay.
Awesome.
Oh.
Sorry. But the Blue Jays are acquiring Louis Varland from the Twins.
Trev,
oh, my God.
Trev, it's happening. I mean, are you surprised? I'm a little confused.
Louis has 3+ years of control left, is making no money. Who is going to close games out for the Twins in the foreseeable future? Like, you traded away your entire high leverage relief pitchers. Duran, Jax, those are your 8-9 guys. Then you have Brock Stewart, who's your 7, and Louis, who was like your 7 or 6, depending, whatever it is. Coulomb. Louis makes what they better have gotten a massive. Who got the Blue Jays?
Blue Jays.
I think Louis is a dog, man. Like, this is why are you trading controllable assets?
Right.
You didn't need to do that.
Trev, I know again, like I not putting you in a compromised spot, but with this deadline, I mean, they're saying that next year's not a year, which I know that's frustrating on your end, but like they can't look at you and tell you that unless they have a massive offseason.
There wasn't a need for all of this. Sure.
Right.
Sure. Trade away the guys that aren't going to be there, but like a guy like Louis Varland, what's he making this year? Is he even in ARB yet?
I don't have
he
that.
He could like literally
head.
be a closer for the Twins. Like, he's that good. Like,
right.
He's got real shit.
Yeah. Hey, there's part of me that doesn't want to talk you off the ledge, but if these relievers one day do turn into other assets for the Minnesota Twins, that's hopefully something you can look back at. But yeah, I guess
they have a direction, Jake. Like, they've made the directions very clear of where they want to go with this team.
Griffin Jax has a lot of controllable years.
Yes, he does. And he's like, okay.
Through 2030?
Louis Varland is through 2030. Griffin Jax is through 2027. So 5 years basically for Louis Varland.
So did the Rays right at the end of the deadline added 2 pitchers? So what are they in?
They kept Lau, kept Diaz.
Yeah, I mean, as far as we know, they traded away Caballero, which you might have heard about. But they grabbed Hauser, who seemed like the perfect deadline ad for any contending team. Who else is there?
Ty France went along with Louis Varland
to
Is
Toronto.
That why the Jays opened up the Will Wagner spot?
Does Ty France still play third? I don't
know. He plays first base.
First, yeah. Vladdy back to third? No.
Awesome.
Oh, It's a pump fake. It's Fox Sports.
Okay.
Got
to be over now, right?
It's 6:06. No, I'd say 4 more minutes.
Have we gotten the silly pencils down tweets yet?
I'm sure there's some out there. Let's see. I've been off Twitter this whole time, entertaining the people. Sorry. Let's see. John Heyman just tweeted Stephen Kwan stays in Cleveland, so I didn't have that one. Let's see. Kendrys Rojas and Alan Roden going to Minnesota, Trev. So,
excuse me?
Yep.
From the Blue Jays. Say that again.
From the Blue Jays, Alan Roden and Kendrys Rojas. I don't know. Let's see. Mark Feinsand still in the mix. Jeff Passan. The giving credit to other beat reporters is pretty wild, but part of me gets it, part of me doesn't. I just had a moment where it felt like it's over. Oh, no. Okay.
Awesome. The Minnesota Twins are getting Taj Bradley in the Griffin Jax deal.
Hey. Okay.
Okay. That makes it a little bit easier to swallow.
That would
still wouldn't have traded Louis Varland. If you're going to trade both those guys, Louis could be your dog. The group chat's blowing up right now.
Yeah, I mean, I know Bradley. I think Bradley's gone through a funk recently, but that's still a good young starting pitcher that if you can turn a reliever into that makes sense. Let's see. I'll just start chewing through some of the teams here. The Athletics went quiet since the Mason Miller trade, or Andujar, right? That was the only thing there. Baltimore went a little quiet. We got Charlie Morton right at the buzzer. Cedric Mullins, I guess they partook. Who's feeling bad right now besides Twins fans?
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that are feeling bad. I don't think the Tigers did enough. That's what it feels like to me.
Well,
I don't mean to be a Tigers hater. I don't want that. I'm feeling, I'm down on my Twins right now, but doesn't that feel like they're kind of in a spot now? Like they're going to cruise into the playoffs.
Yeah. It's a weird thought exercise because I think if you asked you and I before the deadline, what's Detroit going to add? If you said hitting or pitching, those were the only two options. I think you and I probably would have hit the hitting button. Although their offense is 5th in runs scored, I don't know. I don't hate their deadline. They brought in a bunch of pitchers. Pitchers are going to break so much down the stretch. It happens every year that they're giving themselves some more options. Could Chris Paddock or Charlie Morton be good for them down the stretch? Sure. Could they not? Okay. And it just gives you another option for bullpen innings. Kyle Finnegan, Rafael Montero. They gave themselves
they brought in a bunch of interesting names. Well, could pan out names, but no definitive. This guy's a dog. Brewers didn't do a dang thing.
No, and I don't. Well, they traded away Nestor, and again, they had 4 guys in AAA that could be on pretty much every team's rotation. I was including Nestor in that. And Brandon Lockridge just feels like so Padres.
The Rangers have been so bad against lefties, right? And they didn't really add anything on that side.
It's a little surprising they didn't add an offensive player. They kind of, a la the Tigers, they added more pitching options, but they had the best pitching in baseball. So, in a way, they're a weird exercise because if Texas is going to hit, it kind of has to be Seager, Simeon, Peterson, Langford, Carter, Young. They built a core that is supposed to do this. They kind of did it once. You would have liked to see another hitting option come in and give them something to do.
Group chat we're all in agreement on some things. I don't think I'm able to share because they're not on a podcast like I am.
God, Correa. I forgot about
Fans got rid of everybody.
Who'd
they keep?
They cleaned house. Cody
They didn't
Clemens.
keep a single person, dude.
But yeah, there's that could obviously be a real.
No, a guy that they were rumored to be trading.
Yeah.
They traded every single one of them.
Joe Ryan.
They weren't rumored to be trading him.
Yeah. Well, the people were.
Well,
There was a tweet. There was a tweet for a little bit. Okay, I think we're all digesting. It feels done, no? We're a little scared. Trev, I do have one thing to ask you that is brought to our friends from Corona. We have to do our En Fuego hottest trade, brought to you by Corona. You guys know, the official cerveza of Talkin Baseball. I mean, this is raw. It's 10 minutes after the deadline, arguably 1 minute in my head. As you are now going through this deadline, and I can lay out some options for you. I mean, you know, the dramatic ones, Mason Miller, Correa, Suarez, Helsley, Duran. We've seen a lot. All these ones at the buzzer. I guess what's the one, your hottest trade from this deadline?
Hot. I mean, Mason Miller getting dealt is something.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's the Phillies getting Duran.
Okay.
I mean, look, I don't mean to talk more Twins. I know people are down on me for that, but I think that's such a good ad for them. You know, and again, it's not just for this year. They're in such win now mode. They basically have another year after this, maybe 2 years, and Duran fits that timeline. So I think I'll give it to them. Yeah,
I don't know. I keep looking at this Bailey Falter deal. No, man, I think we're all gonna. Again, I hate to twist the knife. I'll go Correa, like Carlos Correa going back to Houston.
That's a huge one.
He was the guy there, man. Like, he was the leader, the WWE press conference, and then he kind of grew up, and he was still a part of it. Leaves for Minnesota, and now he's back playing third base next to Pena, the guy who kind of took his gig. Like, that's fuego. Holy smokes. Let's do quick to wrap this up. The Talkin Yanks boy. I haven't seen Jimmy this excited for a Talkin Yanks episode in a minute. Let's just go. I'll go through American League contenders. Oh, Rob sees something.
No, just the Bob Nightingale tweet about the Twins. They've traded away 10 players off their 26-man roster in less than 24 hours.
I mean, that's got to be close to historic.
I'll see you guys in September for the Royals Angels series.
Yeah, we can. Maybe we'll talk less Twins. Boston, Dustin May, Steven Matz. Am I missing anyone? Obviously, the Devers trade from earlier in the season, but they add some pitchers. Not a bad deadline for them. Detroit, we talked about all the pitching they added. Houston, Correa. It needs to be noted, Jesus Sanchez. Who could be something for them. Did they add any pitching? No pitching for Houston, which that was rumored for a little bit there. Royals and Angels, I don't know what to do with you. You guys both added some stuff. Hopefully we're talking about you more coming up. Twins got talked about a lot. The Yankees, you guys heard some shrieks on this episode. Partially rightfully so. The Yankees ended up having a massive deadline. Doval, Bednar, Bird. Whoa!
The Royals have acquired Mike Yaztremski from the Giants.
Giants are sellers.
Giants?
They're officially sellers.
Giants soft sold. And I don't know if that's the wrong move with what the Padres did and the Dodgers are. Royals bought, and their outfield production has been nothing that, okay, go nuts, yes. Make it a summer in Kansas City.
It's insane.
Get hot.
And just like to put a like kind of this poetic, I think my dog just pooped in my back house. Palmer's been sitting here with me, and she walked over there, and I'm pretty sure she.
Is it a smell? Because you can't see it, so you.
Can I look? Let me look.
Go look. I'll keep chewing away. Seattle again, a great trade season. They almost got their work done too quick for us. Between Naylor, Suarez, they have to come up as a winner of this deadline.
Mariners, yeah.
Absolutely.
Mariners, Padres, Mets, Phillies. If you want to throw the Yanks in there, they took care of their bullpen and got you guys a replacement shortstop. I guess they did. I'm not putting the Yankees as winners of this deadline. They helped their team, but I think those other teams are above them.
Yeah, I don't know. Again, I'm too close to the sun there. Ryan McMahon, former All-Star third baseman. They added.
Yeah, I forgot about McMahon. That happened too
close, like Bednar, Doval, two guys have closed games in this league. They got after it a little bit. Mets and Phillies, we've addressed. Mets added a ton of bullpen and an outfielder. Phillies, Duran, an outfielder. Padres, that's the team we started the episode with, and deservingly so. Where do we land on the Dodgers? They traded away May. They added Brock Stewart. Is that Alex Call as a versatile outfielder for them? That's kind of interesting.
They had a very weird deadline. Someone just gave the package from May in the chat. Don't know if this is accurate. I'll read it.
Sure.
It was number 5 prospect James Tibb and the Giants' first pick for Devers.
Tibbs is true. He's been traded a couple times, right? Yeah. Right. Okay. Wow. Dustin May in Boston. That is going to be one of the more aesthetically. Trev's looking for dog poop again.
No dog poop. Crisis averted. May, letting May go. I guess they like the return. I know he's a free agent at the end of the year, but I feel like as insurance for this year, that's a pretty good piece to have.
I mean, if you like arm talent.
And tell me that guy's not going to, is he going to turn down $20 million if they offer him the qualifying offer?
It's interesting. That part is interesting.
If he finishes the year well, with the stuff that he has, could you see a team locking up for more than that? I can, but okay.
Yeah.
How good is Louis Varland? Akash Chopra asked me. He's really good. Really, really good. Like a bulldog, those 2 pitches, heater and a curveball, and he'll take the ball whenever the hell you need him to take the ball. Former wrestler. I think that's important to know.
I like you saying bulldog. I think we have to, again, if we didn't talk about your team a lot, I'm sorry. I guess I went through all the contenders. The Cubs added a hodgepodge of pitching. And Willi Castro. That's a nice little...
It's a really nice piece.
That's a nice little insurance piece.
And they didn't need a ton.
They didn't. Your eyes light up when you talk about some of the pitching for every team in this. I don't know. I think we got to call it, think about it, and be back with the people next week. Any final thoughts, Coach Trev?
I don't know what to say.
He's shook. Thank you guys so much. I suck. Jomboy was here. Trevor Plouffe, Bobby Srirachi on the 1s and 2s. Dalt in the room. Go Snakes. Sam, Molly, BBD hopping in. All of Jomboy Media and all of you people. It's been a fun day.
Yeah, thanks for the chat, man. That was fun to have a chat again.
10K. Baseball's hot. NBA, you might be out.
You're a shill for Major League Baseball.
I am. I love you.